Big Jeff Audio. Big Jeff Audio. Big Jeff Audio. Big Jeff Audio. Big Jeff Audio.
Hey yo, it's Tuesday night, so yeah, you know what that means. Big Jeff and his team back on the scene. It's 2025, let's start the show. Taylor and Ben, they all ready to go. Big Jeff got the gear that you want indeed. Got sub speakers, amps, everything you need. Guests line up about to spread some knowledge. Big sound teaching more than you learn in college. Let's talk car audio, a page he has. It's on Facebook and it's run by Zaz. Got a question to drop? Go ahead and of course ask. Deviant for life, yeah, the man in the horse mask. It's giveaway time, even the haters can win. See him flapping the gums, but then they entering in. Say what you want about Jeff, but I tell you this, he pays 32 people that can feed their kids. Haters getting mad, they be crying to mommy, but we pay him no mind, we fold them up like origami. Big Jeff coming through like he in a tsunami. Deviant riding shoddy in the Jajami.
Oh snap, we are here, episode 60. I got DaBadNewz in the house tonight.
What's up?
I love finding people that don't find me personally. What I mean by that is I get messages. One, I can't even reply to everything. That's what job all the employees do. But they pass everything up, and I try to get to it on my personal page. If you always ask it, let me get this, can I get that? I love finding people like you doing your thing, not looking for a handout, and I love working with people like that, man. I really do, and that's how I caught you. I get some downtime, and I you know, like everybody, I like to find some videos. And you popped up one day. I think you were talking about Def Punk, and I was just like, all right, this is a cool cat, man. I just kind of dig the vibe. I like the video, so I reached out to him and I said, hey, man, I don't know if you know me. If you don't, here I am. You want to hook up? I just want to promote and market, and that's what we've been doing. And the reality is we haven't really got to talk much. So we're going to do that tonight. Listen, I'm already jumping. I was tired. They can tell you off screen, man, I was not even with it tonight. There's a lot of stuff going on here. And but, man, we're already at 62 people, and we just literally started, bro. DaBadNewz, you can see. Can you see the count on your screen?
I see like I can't see the count.
And we're already at 62, which is awesome. So tonight, I already told them we might give extra shit away, and we're going to do that tonight because we are fucking nailing it already. So before we even start and get in the announcements, get into the bad news, hit that like button, share this out. Let's get some more people in here. We're already at 70. And I'm going to tell you, anybody I've had on this podcast, we've never hit that strong that fast. So I don't know if it's you.
Man.
It's got to be you.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Right, I told as many people as I could, so hopefully they showed up.
I always have that saying. I say, if you get bigger, I get bigger. I get bigger, you get bigger. And that's what it's about. DaBadNewz isn't a seller of mine. He doesn't give me no money. He's a YouTuber I just want to promote with and build with. So we got Juan Rogan in the house. I got Donnie in the house. I got Nathan. I got Mini Trucking. That's Blaine in the house. I got Josh. Man.
Oh, should I see the homie Victor?
There you go. Thank you to everybody. I know I'm missing comments. We're going to try to get through it. Few things I want to go over tonight. Y'all been waiting for it. We were one of, I don't know if all 10 went out, but we got one of the 10 M-Series prototypes from Sundown. Basically, I didn't even know it was coming. I didn't even know what it was. I even had to ask on live viewers. I said, anybody even know what this is? Because I never seen it before. And it ended up being one of the prototypes. So I did a full unboxing. We did some flex tests, and I said, if the video hit off, which it did, I'm going to give this one away because I ain't greedy. And you know what? I got warehouses full of products. So we're going to give that away tonight. Second, what's up there, John? Second giveaway What else we got? Oh, we got the there you go. Jensen.
Yep.
Okay, so we sold Jensen the bad news back in COVID days, and back then anything sold. Problem was, just like everybody, ran out of product, over ordered. COVID's gone. Companies are filled with stuff. They start dropping prices. The stock I had wasn't even worth what I paid. Years later, Jensen comes back and says, "Hey, we need you. We want you. We can do this." I said, "Well, look, you know, we got to be able to sell the map. We got to make money. It's got to be good product." And we always like doing giveaways. So they chipped in an 8-inch touchscreen, which we did an unboxing. Like everything, we give it away. You can hate me, but you love the giveaways. All right, so we're picking those winners tonight. And I know people are bugging over the M-Series, which is an actual prototype. And it works. I tested the living piss out of it. And because we're already hopping, we're at 73 already, we got the new BJ68. Now, I don't have my own brand. Love selling everybody's stuff, but there's a few items like battery terminals and bus bars and glue that I like the brand. That's a tester I've had since I was a kid. It's a tone generator, a speaker pop. And I say, you know what? I've sold thousands of these every year from another brand name. I said, I'm just going to make my own. So we have that. We're going to be giving that away tonight because we're already hopping. Okay, new bi-weekly in the books audio pipe. We're working a deal every 2 weeks, at least through tax season. We're doing a giveaway. And this week started last night, and the video's already hopping, the new 8-channel Bluetooth DSP. So the video get played. We're going to announce the winner in 2 weeks. And then I'm told we have another item in 2 weeks, the bad news. So that means twice a month, people can win an audio pipe item.
Damn.
And I'm going to tell you, the next one's cool because it's their 10-inch Chikiro box. 10-inch mid-ranges, tweeters, blue box. We're giving that away in 2 weeks. So big shout out to Audio Pipe, Get Pipe. I've known them since I was kids. One of my first systems was Audio Pipe. Popping off with all these giveaways. So we're going to be talking about that. All right, real quick to get these announcements out of the way while we're getting started. Tax time. Y'all ready? Y'all about to get that money. Right now for the month of February, double rewards. And what that means is Big Jeff has Smile Rewards. You gain those every time you shop, and they can be converted to money on your order. Well, right now, all month, double the rewards. And let me tell you, the bad news, I got people that collect their rewards, and they get $500, $600, $700 off because they collected for a couple orders. They got their rewards, and they cash them in as money. And I can tell you, right now, double, you can't win. Okay, also, you all know we have the last of the Duff Bounce Avatar subs, the STUs and the SVLs.
That's crazy.
We have literally a truckload here. We have the rest of them, and they are on sale till they sell out, like 35% off, and they've been selling nonstop. I'm telling you, they go quick. There's not many 18s left, and the 15s are getting real small. Okay. Also, we have 15% off during February of all the Big Jeff aluminum bus bars, battery terminals, stuff like that. And I don't know if you all caught it. B2 Audio Rage 2000. Not going to get into why it's so cheap, but it's $219.95. That is a 2,000-watt Rage amp.
Big Don David.
Yeah, that's a killer amp for that price. Small little glitch in it. I went over it in the video, but we've been selling them like crazy. They have a warranty and everything else. Okay. We got all that crap out of the way. I got sitting right here, DaBadNewz. Everybody say hello. Man, you about know as much as I know, and hopefully we're going to learn some more. We're going to go right in to a video break with a little highlight reel of who the guy is. Let's go ahead and kick that off, Ben.
I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news, I am the bad news. I am the bad news. I am the bad news. He's got these 4 518s on 2 Teramps Smart 8s, and the full like wood interior in the back seat area turns this thing into like a bass cannon.
That's goodness gracious.
I'm not tall, but like, goddamn.
We love that one.
A win's a win for me. Check me out on Instagram and TikTok at DaBadNewz, DaBadNewz. I think with that said, that's pretty much all I got for this one. So always see the bad news first.
So before we start pulling apart your life, they know every podcast, besides the giveaways that are in videos and we plan to do, we give away stuff tonight on the podcast. So first thing we're giving away tonight, and y'all going to comment the word dual, D-U-A-L. We got in 1,012, no lie, of these units that we're selling on our website for $14.95, and I think eBay and Amazon, it comes up to like 21 or 22 chips. It is not CD, but it is Bluetooth, USB, 2-volt output. It's a cheap, easy bench radio, car radio, whatever. So comment the word dual, and we're giving one away. Okay, we're gonna start there.
Oh shit! What's up, kid?
There you go.
My bad.
Yeah, D 1904, Zaz in the house, Chris. Okay, DaBadNewz. Give us a kind of little short bios, who you are, where you're from, and what do you do online, man? Give us a lowdown.
All right. Well, first that intro video, that like video mashup you guys did, that blows all of my videos out of the water. Like that was a crazy little chop. Like
gotta get props to Ben and Taylor, because every guest we have on, they go ahead on their own and they pull content, man, and they always put something together. So that
was amazing. Like, that was amazing. That was, you guys did a great job on that one. Anyway though, so yeah, I'm just a regular dude who likes car audio. I really just like cars in general, but for now, I'm really focusing on car audio because that's the biggest thing that I got going on right now.
Right.
And I really just started making videos because honestly, it was just a way for me to document my own build, like just kind of document my own process so that one day I could look back and enjoy it or whatever.
So you're not a shop, you're not a seller. You just start making videos because you're already doing the stuff yourself, and you're like, hey, perfect time. I'm
exactly. Yeah. Honestly, I wasn't even really doing it. It was more like documenting my learning process. You know what I'm saying? Like me learning how to do all this stuff. Because if you watch the video where I made the box, this is not perfect, and it took 3 or 4 tries to get it square and to get things to work out. So like,
I think people like that real, right? Because some people watch videos for that edited, perfect, DIY type stuff, and I think other people just like the everyday build, right? And I've watched some of your videos, and I mean, it's raw. It is what it is. Some of the shit even sound like you were figuring out as you were doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, and I think people relate to that. So where did it start to pop off where subscribers and views started to grow? How long into it?
Honestly, it took a long time, and it was partially my fault because I wasn't really taking it serious. I was just kind of dropping a video here and there, and it wasn't really like I was trying to make videos. It was more like when I worked on my car, occasionally I would get to a video about it. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't really I was trying to be a YouTuber. However, I did the video for the big 3/big 4, like building the wires and installing and everything. And that was the first one that like really started actually, like, I was like, oh shit, like 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, and not like quickly. Like it took a while for those views to come in. But just the fact that like I started actually getting like real numbers, I was like, hold on, we might be onto something here. You know what I mean? And I kind of switched.
With the video editing, did you kind of teach yourself, or I kind of could tell like your older videos, you can see how you kind of changed and adapted. And
a little rougher. So I'm like half taught myself, but I actually did go to school for it. But like I didn't really do anything with it outside of school. You know what I'm saying? Like I went to school for kind of like, I actually went to school for audio, but part of that was video related also. But other than like projects for school, I never really did nothing with it. But I had like a basic understanding of like how editing programs work, kind of like what footage to catch, so I had like the very rough, understanding of how things work. And I have done some music videos and some kind of smaller projects here and there, but like, I'm mostly self-taught.
So was this build you're on now, was this like the first big build, or is it just the first one you started to really document?
This is actually only my second build ever, period. Like this is the second. This is number 2 right here.
Okay. I got you. So this is still fairly new. I mean,
yeah. I do have experience wiring, and like I said, I'm actually an audio engineer by education and stuff like that. That's what I do on a daily basis. So I do have some skills that relate to installing, but I had never used them on cars and car audio.
So what even got you in? Well, what state are you from? What area?
I live in California. I'm from San Diego.
So I know with DefBonks, we became one of their first distributors and big online sellers. So it wasn't really big that way. What got you into DefBonks? I mean, what was?
This is gonna be a little controversial. If I'm being completely honest, I was
Yeah.
doing some research. I forget what exact. I was looking at probably 3 or 4 different types of speakers, just because like they seemed to be the ones that were popping online, and I was like, fuck it. I mean, they seem my bad. They seem decent. And what made me settle with DefBonks, they matched the car.
Yeah, no, that's legit, man.
If I'm being completely honest, like that was what made me like, let's try them.
Right. No,
and plus, I mean, I had heard them in builds. I had heard them myself, so it's not like I was going in completely blind. But that was what did it for me.
I mean, we did it. I mean, not in the BMW, but in my Yukon, we had 4515s. We had 6 of them in there, and DefBonk's still a huge brand for us. And it's a great story too, because he came over from Russia and he was working in a restaurant and he was nothing.
That's
and
amazing.
Just he knew Alfred overseas, because Alfred's actually an engineer, and well, I was kind of in the music and that type of stuff, and like, hey, can you sell this stuff over there? And the story is incredible. Like, he literally went to car shows saying, hey, try this,
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, that brand grew like crazy. So no, that's cool to hear. So like right now, let's see here. Stuart says, I feel like I've been watching Bad News. His goatee was on.
Get the fuck out of here. That's awesome. That's super cool.
But I mean, of course, like everybody, as you get bigger, you're gonna find drama or trolls. I mean, what?
No. That's not drama.
No. I'm talking about in general when you're doing.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, no, Stuart's good people. I'm just saying in general, what keeps you going? Like, what about the followers or what gets you going? Like, yeah, I'm doing right. I'm gonna keep doing it.
Honestly, man, I'm a little, maybe over addicted to my YouTube analytics, and just the fact that when I check them every day, the numbers are getting bigger, and not just the numbers are getting bigger, but they're like getting bigger faster. Like
consistency, man. That's always in anything. Shit doesn't really happen overnight. It takes time.
Hey, my videos go a decade back. And where nobody.
And I've always learned the moment you get too comfortable, even in business, is the moment you fail. You got to stay on top of things constantly.
Sure.
So that's really cool. So, give us a little lowdown on the build right now. What do you got going on right now? What is happening? Give us some 411.
So right now, it's actually been kind of I've been kind of chilling on it for a while, because as I've been trying to take the channel more seriously, I've been doing more videos than I have been actual stuff to the car. But because I've seen such traction in 2024, I really want 2025 to be a big year for the build. So I'm not exactly sure yet what's going to happen, but I do want to redo everything you see right here.
Right.
I'm not exactly sure what that's going to look like. I'm thinking 3 to 4 15s, but other than that, like, I have no clue. I'm kind of playing it by ear.
So is there shows out there that you go to, or is this?
Oh yeah. So I go to the Team San Diego Bassheads monthly bass meet. There's a meet every single month, and honestly, that's my favorite day of the whole month. Like, getting around other bassheads, getting to have some demos and like check out other people's builds, get some ideas. Like, I live for that, man, and that's honestly been a huge part of why my channel is growing. So like, I owe them a 1,000, you know what I'm saying? And pretty much every show I get a chance to go to, I'm going to be hitting, and that's nationwide this year, as much as I can.
Some of I think you knew, because I don't remember the name, but I don't actually do this to solve it. I do this stress relief. Today was actually a very stressful day at the company, and I just keep doing it. It relaxes me. And when it's a really bad day, hold on, I break out the big one. Okay, so it's not to complete it, it's to keep my mind off it. So now you know. What we got here? My son has 08 XB with JP10.4, 8 Sylvesters, Arnold's, Trinity V18, fifth. That's a lot of crap. Cubes, no wall.
18 cubes, no wall. That's
18 cubes. That is pretty big. No wall.
That's
We're with the 32s we're doing, or the 33s. What do we do? 32s, I can't remember right now. The B2s. We need 19 cubes per box.
Holy shit.
Okay, and we had they just cut out the bottom because we're gonna go down to get the rest of it. But yeah, I think 19 cubes. I know how big that is, half of it. So
Yeah.
if you're just tuning in, hit that like button, share this out. We got some giveaways to announce tonight. We are in the process of. Let's just kick it out. If you haven't done it, comment the word dual, DUAL. We got these really inexpensive Bluetooth, USB, non-CD CD players. We're blowing them out on our website for like $14.95. We got literally 1,000 of them from Jensen, which is dual. We're going to give one away. So if you haven't done it, my guys can go ahead and. You guys got a winner ready for that, or is it too soon? Yeah, we're good. Okay. When they announce the winner, they'll do something. You can yell out who won, and then we'll give that away now. So go ahead, guys. Let's see who won the dual radio.
Oh, nice.
Don David.
David.
Contact us, 737 Big Jeff. That's 737-244-5333, and we'll get you one sent out and some swag. Okay, so because we're having a good night, and because DaBadNewz, we got that BJ68. You got to get one because everybody should have one in their toolbox because it tone generator, speaker pop. I mean, it's just a cool. Comes with the 9-volt. Hey, do we have the video? Can you guys play the quick comment? The RCA's comment. RCA for the BJ60s. Oh, comment. Okay, play the video first. Then we'll come with the Okay, so where are we at? There we go. Comment the word RCA. You'll win one of the new Big Jeff tone generator speaker testers, and we'll ship one out because we're having a great night. Okay, so DaBadNewz. Where did that even come from?
That's that's kind of a little deep one. Somewhat, not necessarily. I have a very kind of like you can do it, like accountability type of personality,
right?
And way beyond car audio, way beyond cars, I just feel like a lot of times people are holding themselves back in different aspects of life, and that kind of is the bad news. Like, you know, like
right. Yeah, but I like it's catchy because that's what caught me in the video. I got the good, the bad, you know, the good and the bad. It's catchy, and it's hard nowadays to find some original, right? Because there's so much out there, right? It's like
yeah,
a website now. You know, I mean, it's almost impossible to come up with something new. So that can really call me. We got where are we at? 7:53. We're gonna do another video break. I got something that you might even like in your car. This is so part of B2 Audio Comeback USA. There's a ton of new product. We haven't even literally done videos on it all, but one of them is the PWR, which is a waterproof side-by-side power sport speaker. They make them in a 6 and 8, and we did a little video, and he's like, hey, make sure you put water on it, and I went a little crazy. Go ahead and get that video break real quick. It's crazy what B2 Audio can do. Let's do this. No tweeter. No tweeter. Oh my God. You would swear there's a tweeter in here. Is incredible. So that's no tweeter. That was just the loudspeaker. Because in Europe, they don't have mid-bass, mid-range. It's all designed as full range.
Oh, sure.
And every speaker I've got to play with blew my mind where I had a double take. There was another one I did where I hooked the tweeter up to show that unless you really have it, that you can't tell much of a difference. And that's crazy. What I'd like to do is get something like that in the doors. Nothing against I love Duck Off, but I don't know. I'm sure we can get some for the doors if you're still working on the build. What do y'all think?
The build is always
guys, it can never be too loud. So
there we go.
what do we got? So we got some giveaways tonight, and it was cool to make it your night. One of them is the M-Series, and another one is that Jensen. The M-Series blew my mind. I don't know if you got to watch it, but it's so hard to really test the speaker. I could put it on the DATs. I could see the numbers. And then flex test. I mean, speakers really aren't designed to free air, but it's cool to see the excursion.
Sure,
but
sure.
It was a cool video, and of course, you know, you got people picking it apart and everything else. But we really had a good time with it, and everybody was just, I want it, I want it, I want it. So we picked that tonight to be on your night, and then of course the Jensen. It's a 8-inch touchscreen, dude, with 4-volt output. So whoever wins that tonight, you better say thank you to DaBadNewz because we put it together with him. Okay, so give us a little more insight. I guess I got some notes here, and it says recently you said it went to Bass Wars, which first card of competition at 225. What,
yeah, that was where I picked up this bad boy.
Okay.
It's deceptive though, because it was 3 out of 3, so you know.
All right, yeah. Don't we have a little insert of him
run this for the first time?
Correct.
Anybody wondering? I'm a no wall assassin. Yeah. Just because I got an 18 on 1500 watts, so that's what I end up at. I just don't want to embarrass myself. That's all. I just don't want to embarrass myself. Fancy toaster.
Lane 1, DaBadNewz, Assassin Class.
The meter fell.
Qualifying scores 144.63 dB.
I ran again.
SPL qualifying rounds. Lane 1, DaBadNewz, Assassin Class. Competitors stand by. Ready, set, go. 20 seconds.
So the goal was 145. I got a 144.99. But we're gonna come back. We're gonna run again. I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit. We're gonna come back. We're gonna hit 145 before the day is over. That's when I decided to run again. So this time, I ended up sealing the deal on the first try. Much better success this time. But hey, you know, like I hit my 145 and I was able to at least hit a number that I felt like was respectable for the... Oh shit.
You're right. Go grab your charger. You're good.
Oh shit, my bad. I thought there was still a little longer in the video.
Go ahead, grab it if you need to grab it. So right off the rip though, we're gonna get you a bass knob because you need one of those. We're gonna say we're gonna get a bass knob. We're gonna get you some door speakers, and hopefully you can do some videos on it. I mean, it's cool. I mean, you can tell you're just having fun, man, and doing it. And I think to me that's what lost. I mean, some of y'all don't know. I'm 46, man. I mean, I go back Daytona Spring Bake when it was real, and Ayahuasca events and stuff like that. So it's changed a lot, and I miss more of that fun. DaBadNewz, can you give us a rundown on your setup? Yeah, great question.
Yeah, of course, yeah. So I got a 5BL18 on a Sundown SCV 1500D. I've been giving it rated power the whole time because it was only my second like real build. So I didn't want to,
Now hold on. I'm going with rated power to keep the stuff and not blow it up, but you're gonna be a bass head. You got to blow something.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, honestly, now that I go to the meets all the time, like I'm ready to send this thing home the proper way. I'm ready to put it on.
Hey, it'd be a good video if you have to recon your own shit.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Trust me.
Yeah.
Like I'm not afraid to break anything because I recognize the potential for the content. Like you know,
Wait,
it
you
sucks.
sure you're not one of those guys that's gonna write in and be like, "Oh, it came like this. It blew. It didn't work. It was dead on arrival." No. You
No,
gotta. Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna be
mean
the
that's
guy that comes in proudly wearing it around my neck because like I
yeah,
blew it.
yeah,
You know
blew
what
it up,
I'm saying?
right? Yeah,
Like I sent it home properly.
so you were shooting for 145, right?
I
Single
was
side.
only shooting for 145 because the first time I ran, I got a 144.9, and I was like,
Okay.
there's no way I'm going home with a 144.9. Like that's just.
So do you think you can do some with what you have now and gain more? Or do you think it's kind of capped out there?
I mean, I think it's possible that like if I like really found, you know, the exact right frequency and I found the exact right, like, you know, I'm sure there's a dB in there or something like that, but like I feel like I might be at about what I could do with what I have.
I'm not a pro, but I've been doing this a long time. You got a lot of windows there. There's a lot of flexes. I
That's what I'm
don't know
saying. Like
if
I'm sure, you know.
I think if you really want to cover up the sides at least to tunnel it forward,
Sure.
I think you might get something out of that. But the amp you said, what amp you said you had? You had a Sundown what?
SCV 1500.
Okay, so I think you probably could use more power too. I know.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. The if anything, a wood roof and probably like 3K, and I'd be
Right, right.
I'd be doing all right.
I mean, I still love the single sub idea. You know what I'm saying? The same thing like I had an F-150 that had 4 6s. You know, when it hits 145 and you got 6-inch woofers, you know, it's bragging rights. So, but I think for sure to get that thing going, I think if you up some power and you seal that in a little bit, man, I mean, 2 to 3 dB possibly.
Think so.
Yeah, that'd be. I mean, that's a lot. Remember, 3
Yeah.
dB takes to hear it different. So, and to get 3 dB, you have to double a combination of double power or double surface area, right?
Sure.
But looking at your trunk, I'm just saying you have a lot of flex, and I've seen that big. But what about just going bigger? I mean, why not?
Well, no, I mean, yeah. The plan is I'm thinking this year to, like I said, 3 to 4 15s, depending on what fits and depending on depending on what I can do.
Was that daily? Is this the daily driver?
This is for now, yeah. This is
okay. So yeah, you can't. You can only go so far.
I'm actively looking for a like kind of like a work truck to use as
right.
daily.
Taz is asking electrical stock or what do you got? I know you did a big 4, but what about?
Yeah, so I did. I have a 0 gauge everywhere, and I have a Mechman 240, but I'm still actually on the stock battery and all that.
There you fucking problem.
I know.
Man.
It's only because I haven't done like I'm actually a fucking nerd. Like so I gotta really do the research and I gotta really understand the chemistry.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you research right now. 2 Big Jeff 22 amp per hour battery is gonna make a night and day difference, especially on that Mechman alternator. And when you're in the lane and you're blowing that note, you're not having any kind of capacity right now on the regular battery.
Yeah. I mean
that amp's pulling more than 200 amps, right? So now knowing it, I think you could squeeze out a little bit more with what you got. Get rid of some flexing, and you get a little more power.
We'll see. Now you're gonna send me down a road of like trying to maximize what I have rather than just.
Hey. Okay, so I'm just saying, if you're gonna rebuild it one day, why not try to push it to the max now before you rebuild it?
Sure. No, yeah,
right?
I'm for that.
If you get another 2 or 3 dB, then you got bragging rights. Say I got one speaker, less than 3,000 watts, pulling a 148 maybe. That's some bragging rights. Okay, we got DaBadNewz here. If you got any real questions, hit them up. But we're going to get some Big Jeff stuff in there and some B2 stuff for sure. If you've never seen this channel, it's easy. Go to YouTube, DaBadNewz. And then Facebook, is that the same on Facebook?
I'm everywhere I'm at. If I can't be DaBadNewz, I'm not even trying to be there.
Right, so if you're new, hit them up, show some love for sure. We're at 96. I need y'all to share this out because, man, I'd like to hit 100. That'd be cool. Mini trucking in the house. Blaine, I know Blaine wants that M-Series. You never know. Everybody says I never win, but you never know who's going to win. Okay, so I got a couple other notes here. What's been the most challenging or rewarding aspect of modifying the slap box?
the whole learning process, because like I said, I've been trying, it's my way of documenting my own little, my own learning journey through all this, but then just cruising it, the results, like being able to, like, even though this is my daily, like when I'm cruising on like a Saturday or Sunday and I'm not really going nowhere, I'm just out there making a bunch of noise for no reason. Like that's,
Right.
I love
How
it.
bad are they in your area with the cops? Can you just blow
It's not too crazy. Luckily, I'm still kind of modest, so I'm not nothing super crazy. But out here in general,
travel. I mean that's still travel.
I mean it does, but like I don't think it's super crazy. But like in general, I don't think like the police, they got other shit to worry about. Like we have some real ass problems out here. So for the most part, they're not giving bass heads a problem, but they will use that to think other things, like think maybe you're doing other things. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. If you were to give some advice to people just trying to get into that like DIY project, what would you give them that you've already learned that valuable lesson that they could kind of push through?
To just not be scared, man. Like that's the biggest thing, is because I see a lot of times people will be like afraid to make the moves, or like, they kind of look at it like the fact that it's hard is enough to push people away to not even try. And it's like a lot of this stuff is like, you just gotta try it. You just gotta try it. You just gotta like, this is only my box build number 2, and it didn't even look like this when I finished it, because my original design for it was kind of messed up, so I had to like redo it. I had to go through and give it some Botox. You know what I'm saying? Like, so people just need to actually try. Just like,
so don't be afraid to fail. But was there anything that I mean, just giving kind of some knowledge to somebody new getting in this and saying, hey, I mean, what would you say to do? Besides, I mean, don't actually obviously try it, but I mean, what was the biggest thing you found that made you really like, man, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do it myself, and I'm gonna document it, and win or lose. I mean, what pushed you through? What was the first thing to really say, yeah, I'm doing this? I mean, we're going all the way now.
I mean, originally going way back, it was a price thing. It was I didn't, I grew up with the kind of resources where you had to figure it out yourself.
Right.
So that's
just kind of busted 105. So I don't want to cut you off, but we're gonna do an extra something giveaway just because we busted that, and hopefully once he's doing from DaBadNewz and Big Jeff platform, go check him out for sure on YouTube and also Facebook. Hopefully we're gonna do a lot of cross promoting, and you can tell he's just a good dude, man. I just kind of dude you can just like, hey, we've been talking for a while, and I really like that. So Rubik's Cube got its own address. The big one, you 100% right. But I'll tell you what, instead of me taking people's heads off here, I just got 5 minutes of playing with this thing and it calms me down. Okay, we got any questions for him? Because we're getting close. Did you use, good question. Did you use cheap wood to try out the bed you built the final box? I guess he means before, I think.
I mean, this still fairly cheap. I mean, you can see I just got regular MDF. I don't really feel like I'm at the level where I could use like birch or something like that. I'm still just using MDF. I mean, I'm not sure if that's considered expensive.
Well, I mean, MDF ain't cheap anymore.
It's not cheap, but I mean, I don't know if it would be considered expensive,
Well, I don't know. I mean, besides the look of birch, I mean, if you're using inch thick or double baffle, I mean, what really is the big difference?
That's kind of that was kind of my thoughts.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm with you. I think people use birch because they like that, possibly that look or whatever. All right, what else we got here? What's the best type of wood I use MDF? So would you classify? Let me ask you this then. Did you learn it? Would you say birch is better than MDF? And if it is, for what reason?
I feel like I've heard it's better because it's supposedly harder, or more it doesn't have the
flex
or whatever. I'm not exactly sure what that term would be, but
but I mean, unless you're doing something crazy, I mean, what is your baffle right now? Is it inch thick, 3/4, double? What is
I'm
it?
I'm at a what's that, an inch and a half?
Okay, yeah, I don't care what you have at that for that. Hey, you got to go in there. Clap back says, please do more instructional videos. So there you go. We're talking to you. I think people like it. I mean, that whole I'm gonna figure it out and do it. Let's do it together. I think that
to clap back Adam's point, I actually that's definitely in the works. I'm actually buying some gear right now so that I can kind of like dissect it a little bit more than most other channels do.
Right.
I can't give too much, but like I'm trying to I'm trying to get back to that instructional thing because people seem to really respond to those videos when I do them.
Yeah, I think even for me, the more you explain stuff, they get to see it because they don't have, they can basically do it through you. Mr. Tio, we're just talking about that. How does wood affect the quality of sound? I think 100%. So, and it's not even the wood. I mean, back in the day, we used to use directional sound deadening inside that would help with the wave. Double baffle, the stronger the baffle, less flex. That's real important. I mean, so wood does play a part, but I don't know if you're doing a build like his, if birch over 1.5 inches of MDF is going to make a real difference. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Y'all can believe what you want to believe, but I think more people do birch just because of the look, for sure.
Definitely looks better stained. I mean, that's for damn
yeah,
sure.
100%. I'm just not to that stained wood. I like the finished vinyl leather type. All right, clap back in. When is it necessary to use a battery isolate? This is a great question. You want to answer it, or do you want me to run with it?
I can try. I'm not an expert, but from what I understand, you basically would need it if you're just trying to separate your audio system from your car system. If you have two separate batteries, in any situation.
Yeah. So technically, though, when the car is running, it's charging, right? A big isolator reason is if you want to keep one battery fresh, start the car. Another reason for an isolator nowadays, if you have an AGM under the hood and you have lithium in the back, lithium sits at a higher sitting voltage. And what that means is, say lithium sits at 13 and change, your AGM sits at 12.2 or 12.6, it'll level each other out. If you isolate and separate it, you're not going to drop the power down on the lithium. The AGM up front will stay where it is. When you start the car, you're connecting the two together and it's charging. So there is reason still, I think, for isolators, but not as much as needed years ago, for sure. That's the best way to explain it. Because at the end of the day, when you turn the key, you're connecting the two together, or however you ever wire it up. Do you use software to do your build, or just build it? That's a great question. Did you design the box, or did somebody else design it?
No, that's all me. That's 100% me.
Okay, so how did you design that?
I didn't use any like I forget what the name of the common softwares are. I didn't use any of those. Yeah. I didn't use any of those. But I did use like some 3D modeling software to kind of like build it ahead of time and just kind of visualize it. But the math and all that kind of stuff was all just like doing some YouTube research, doing research on like the 12 volt and like all these other online resources, and just kind of I could show you. I got notebooks full of like, looking like Einstein.
So you were just drawing different shit, right?
What was that?
You were just drawing different designs and.
Yeah,
I got you. How difficult is video editing for YouTube? Great question.
I spend literally 100% of my waking time working on my channel. Yeah. Like literally 100%. Like not even when I'm not at work. I will be at work mixing a live show and still have YouTube on my laptop right next to me. And it is a absolutely full-time endeavor, but I love it. Like I'm gonna keep doing it until it makes sense.
Video editing definitely, add in the funny stuff and clips and B-roll. I mean, I think that's real important for sure. Okay, we're already at 8:13. We've been coasting through. Before I forget, let's do the giveaway for the BJ68, the tone tester. But DaBadNewz, I'm sending you out Big Jeff Bass Knob, tone popper, because you're going to do an instructional video on how to use it.
I would love to.
And then you let me know what we need to get in those doors, and we're going to help you out for sure. So we're going to do that. But my guys, who won the BJ68 tonight? And then DaBadNewz can tell them they won. Go ahead.
Oh, shit, Mario.
Perella. Congratulations. You got one of the Big Jeff BJ68s. That's awesome. Just contact
That's super awesome.
Big Jeff. You can text that number, call that number, WhatsApp that number, or you can chat in on the website when we're here, or info@bigjeffaudio.com. And we saw tonight, Brittany was in here, our customer service manager. She will get you set up. Okay, we're getting close to that time. So we're giving away the M-Series tonight.
I know they're waiting for that one.
Yeah, I think everybody, and we're giving away the Jensen. Hey, Taylor, pop on real quick. Did I miss? Oh, we do have a quick video. So, yeah, I totally forgot. We all know B2 Audio USA. Big Jeff is a distributor and online seller, and you know, working to get the product line back and get it going. And guess what? We got a whole damn painter file. Let me play that.
No, I think we did okay because we got unloaded in 2 hours. First time, so organizing it, we didn't have rollers, nothing. But you learn from each one to make it better. So we'll be ready for the next one.
So that was at warehouse 2. We have a separate warehouse, and we got to the container level, which to me is a big deal, especially building that line back up last year. And you know, that was really cool. Cutting that lock off, though, that comes from customs. I'll tell you what, that's a cool feeling. So big shout out to anybody that's built the brand or got to a point of that. It's let me tell you, man, when you're busting that security lock, it's like you know, it's just a cool thing to get to that level. And don't get me wrong, I get truckfuls of shit from everybody, but you know, to get a level where you're busting out your own lock, it's just kind of cool, man. So you know, that was something big for me. But did we play Taylor? Yeah, where'd you go? Come back, Taylor. Did we already play the audio pipe giveaway?
No, we didn't.
Okay, so bad news, and maybe I can work some out with audio pipe get involved with you. I'll talk with them, and they're always cool. Every 2 weeks, we're going to be doing a audio pipe giveaway, bi-monthly, or at least through tax season, which is really cool. So every 2 weeks, we're giving away an item, and the first one starts now. Now, listen, there's a giveaway video that they got to comment and share on, but they have to watch the unboxing, because in the unboxing, I do a code word, which you need when you text us. So the giveaway helps promote, and it also helps make people watch. So here's the quick giveaway, and then we're going to get to giving away the...
Hey, it's giveaway time, and I'm Big Jeff from BigJeffAudio.com. February 2025, and we're starting off this week, which is the first week of February, a bi-weekly audio pipe giveaway. And the first week is this bad boy right here, which we just released a video for that you have to watch to win this. Because in the video, there's a code word. I'm going to get to that, so I'll make it fast. This is the new DSP Bluetooth 8-channel monster right here. And we're giving this...
Okay, so I'm sure you could probably use a DSP in the build too, right?
That's honestly that's one of the things on my list. Yep.
We're gonna and all we have to turn is you do these videos for people, man, and
that,
bring them
you don't even
forward.
need to ask that. That's a done deal.
There was a good question in here, and I'm gonna get to it. It said about the tariffs. Let me explain how this shit works, guys. Real deal. There's already been tariffs in place, but he adds on new tariffs, which means anything coming in from China here automatically is going to increase. Now, the question is, can the manufacturer eat that cost too? And let me tell you, they've already been eating costs from last tariffs. 10% possibly won't change things right away, but
you know,
man, yeah, it's the cost of doing business. So y'all get ready, because if he keeps it in tariffs places, love Trump or not, it's going to cost us money, and the only people that make that money is the government, because they collect the tariffs. The reality is, us consumers, we pay it. So there's your answer there. What does a DSP do from Nathan? Real quick, because we're getting at the end of the show. A DSP is a digital processor. It's basically sound processor. It's a digital EQ. The cool thing with like the audio pipe is you can actually go in there and adjust 8 different outputs, different amps, channels, whatever, from whatever hertz to whatever hertz. You can change particular frequencies and make those louder than others. You can even go in there, DaBadNewz, and you can use it as a tone generator when you're testing your stuff. You can go in the phone app and say you want to hit a 40 hertz tone. You can put that in and hit the button, and it'll emit that tone. So
really cool.
DSPs are getting more and more popular. You know what? It's really cool. So we're getting to that time. Now, we're going to have a spin the wheel, right? Ben, jump on in here. Let's get Ben jamming, who does all the video editing and the graphics. We got Taylor the Hair, my online manager. Can you bring Ben in, or is he hot? Ben jamming. There you go.
Okay.
All right. So the bad news, this is the way we do it because it's totally fair. Whatever we tell them to do for the giveaway, once they're entered, we randomly do a spreadsheet and load it up, and it gets picked totally random. Okay? So we're going to bring on the wheel, and it's going to have the winner, and then you're going to announce it. But I need you to hype this up, man. I got to let's do the small one first. Let's do the Jensen first to get it built up for the M-Series. How about that? So the bad news, I need you to treat this like it's the next best thing. You already know I'm sending you out stuff to build with, so you should already be stoked and excited.
I'm super
excited. You need to get stoked and excited for everybody else, all right? So let's spin that wheel, Ben, for the Jensen. Let's do the small one first. Because big shout out to Jensen, supporting BigJeffAudio.com and the channel, and we're handing on. Hey, you know I could keep all this stuff, but I don't. I give it back to the basshead community because y'all are the reason why I'm here right now. So remember that. Okay, Ben, let's do this. 8 Come on, good eye.
Let's see it.
You just won Crystal, so we'll put it up, but everybody can fucking say, holy shit, you won if you're not even in here. Now listen, everybody, there's only one winner per giveaway. Do not give up. Think about it this way. You don't lose lotto when you stop playing, right? The cool thing is, besides all the normal giveaways we do, Audio Pipe will have a giveaway every 2 weeks. So just keep that in mind, all right? And how do you know the giveaways? You can go to our website. There is a giveaway category to let you know. Or obviously, please like and follow. Just like the bad news. It doesn't cost you a dime to hit subscribe, like, or follow. It doesn't cost you anything.
Boom.
Right. It doesn't cost you nothing. It helps everybody out. Okay? So you need to make sure you show some love tonight. I want him to get his metrics, and I want to get a text tomorrow. Man, I got a bunch of new people. That's what I want to hear. Okay.
Amazing.
And if you're Big Jeff, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're watching from, make sure you hit that like, follow, subscribe button. Okay. The big one is the prototype 12-inch Sundown. Let's get hyped. Everybody's waiting for
That's a crazy. Whoever wins that, like, they need to let me come film their build or something like that. I need to see that.
That's something that you kind of keep, or you don't want to blow that up. I mean, it's a prototype. All right. There's only 10 of those that were made, bro. 10. That's it.
That's
okay.
Great.
All right. Let's just get it. Let's just finish it. That could have went to a better guy. That is a pro Sundown guy. I mean, he is Sundown everything. So I really like to win. And they're going to use it or, just be happy about it. So I did say, because we went over 100, we're going to do another giveaway on the bad news. What are we giving away, guys? What do you want to give away?
Very nice.
Let's do it quick. We got a couple minutes. They got a comment. Let's do something big, something small. I got it. Let's give away a 2,000 watt amp.
That's something very nice.
Hey, let's do one of the Rage 2000. Okay, right now you want to win a Rage 2000 and you stuck it out and didn't kick off early. I saw it go down about 20. I want everybody to comment the word Rage. And yes, congratulations to Blaine. You won the M-Series. Congrats. Mini Truck, look, he's crying. I don't know crying joy or what. I better hear about it tomorrow. Okay, you want a Rage? Go ahead and comment the word Rage. Bad news, while they're commenting, you got the show, man. You want to say something, you want to give some knowledge, you want to say shout outs, you got a couple minutes to do it right now.
Man, yeah, check out the channel. You know,
what's coming next? What is the next video you're working on? Can you give us a little insight?
I literally just today finished up a video working on my homie's Mazda 3. It's not even really tied to connect specifically to car audio. It's kind of just generally hooking up the car and, you know, doing some upgrades on it. But I have a quick little series on his car coming up where we are gonna be actually cutting it up to install some speakers.
Okay, so on an average, how often is a video coming out? Is it every week?
I'm aiming for weekly, but on a realistic basis, it's like 10 to 14 days.
I got you. Okay, because it takes time, man. You got to shoot it, you got to edit it, right?
Yeah. And the way I do my process, like shooting it, and then I kind of have to shoot twice. You know, I have to shoot the actual work, and then I have to shoot the part in the garage talking about it.
Right.
Which
Trust me, I know. And I got people, right? We got a room, and I got Ben, and it's still a lot of work, man.
It's a lot of work.
It is. And, you know, we just shot the one for the Audio Pipe DSP, and it's already done over 4,000 views in 24 hours. That's cool. To me, that's really cool. Yeah, that's you know what? That tells me people like the information because I took more time in going into the app and showing it, and that just shows you. But I'll tell you what, man, I've had some videos that I thought were going to be a bomb and they're not. I got ones that I was like, no way. And people love them, so you can't gauge it. You just got to keep doing it. Okay. I mean,
honestly, all my videos that have done good have been ones that I was surprised that they did well.
Yeah, 100%. And hopefully tonight, man, people got a one-on-one. This is your first podcast, right? So first really live.
This is my first live anything. So
yeah. So we're definitely gonna do it again. I definitely want to see some stuff we can build, man, and hopefully, you know, we keep a network and a friendship going. Okay.
Most definitely.
All you people that got off early, you missed out on a Rage 2000. And the Rage 2000 is an amp that's supposed to be like $300-something, and because it reads Celsius and not Fahrenheit, and we had to do a mod for the so it doesn't shut off too early for heat. We went in, and B2 Audio is so particular about quality. We said we're gonna blow them out to everybody, and each one is tested before it ships, and that takes time. So we're gonna give one away. And hopefully you all can help out. There's a Rage video coming out on YouTube and Facebook probably tomorrow. And be cool. Love the information videos. I have an 18-year-old. This is my main hobby. Jacob, awesome to see you on here.
Super awesome.
Yeah, man. And that's what I think we all do it for, really. We do it for that. Okay, guys, are we ready to get a winner for the Rage? Okay, let's do it. Let's get over it. We're at that time. Oh!
Very nice.
Deviant for life. And I like, because Deviant's been riding out since day one.
Nice.
And that guy hasn't got nothing for me or asked for none. I think this might be the first or second time he's even ever won anything.
That's awesome.
He makes the audio, the music for us, and the
yeah. I recognize him. Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad he won, man. Great.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Super cool.
You know, that guy's been since day one with me, and we were nothing, and hasn't asked for $1. In fact, I've even offered to give money towards some of the stuff. He's like, no, I don't do it for that. So congrats to that Rage 2000 for you, man. You can put in your Dodge Omni, motherfucker. Yeah. You fucked with me because my first car was a Dodge Omni, so that's why they all play. There you go, the Dodge Omni on the front. So.
Hey man, if it slaps, it plays. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah. That was my first system. I had an AudioVox 2-knob, 2 bumper 6x9s, and Jensen coaxials. And you couldn't tell me nothing.
Exactly.
You couldn't tell me nothing. I was sitting there, and it was it, man. And then I grew up. Okay, listen, man. Thank you to everybody coming in tonight. It was really an awesome night. I know we can't get to all the comments, but you all get to see each other, and that's what we do here. We gave a lot of stuff away tonight. 2 weeks. I am told we got a new guy coming on. I don't know if you ever heard of him. Bad News. It's called Twisted Sound. Done a lot for money in B2 and CT. He's huge on CT Sounds. He's huge on TikTok, and he's coming over to do more stuff on the B2 Audio side. We're gonna have him on in 2 weeks, so that is 2 weeks is the 18th. So you'll see the ads. Definitely come run. We'll be having audio pipe giveaways, all types of giveaways. And Bad News, I'd like to see you on sooner than later. So let's plan on getting you back.
Hey, I would love to come back, man. I would love to.
chilling
not
as
be
a
such a
co-host.
music next time.
Yeah, just schooling it. We'd have fun. Thank you to everybody tonight. Hit up BigJeffAudio.com. Make sure you like, share, and comment. Double rewards points. We got stuff on sale. Listen, I'm not greedy, so the more you help the company and my employees, the more we get back, and that's what we do, man. So I appreciate your business. Big shout out to Taylor and Ben here. Zaz is in the house. He does a lot for all the groups, and he helps us big time on social media. Juan Road, we got the new guys from Team B2 USA. Rick Fornes, you'll see him soon. That guy, front to back, B2, 2 012s, 215s, a door full tweeters. He went nuts, man. He went, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Everything's there at his house. Big build. We'll hopefully see him at Made of Steel this year. And, man, we're going to see you soon. Listen, thank you, everybody. Bad news. You got something to tell everybody?
Just always hear the bad news first.
That's it. Bad news first. Thank you. All right, guys. Take us out, man. Another night in history.
Another show in the bag, yeah, that's a wrap. Big Sound is the best, and it ain't no cap. Hit the website if you need that merch. It's Big Jeff Audio and hit the search. I know you had fun, yeah, you gotta admit it. That boy Big Jeff took his thing and he did it. Always a win, yeah, never a L. Did you smash the like, subscribe, and hit the bell? Share it on your socials, put it on blast. We'll be back next week with another podcast. Big Sound in the house, like no other. Deviant and Big Jeff.